The Curie community is lucky that for some reason the Overwatch community doesn't like Mercies, because I think all of our hatred should be towards Curie and not Mercy. I think the Curie community has been under the bridge hiding while all of our attention is on the Mercies, when we should hate the Kirikos, because their character, Kiriko, has been better than Mercy ever has. I don't care. We're doing a season 18 Fearless. These are my opinions. If you disagree with me, I hate you. We'll go in order. First of all, chat, I want you guys to give your opinions on these things too. What do we think about D.va right now? Her new perk, the R perk that gives you tight fire rate, allows you to shoot from long range, also allows you to melt people. We're seeing OWCS play it very often. I think she's A tier, if not S. What do we think about Doomfist here? I don't think he's bad at all. I think he didn't get many changes. I know he got a perk change with the slow slam, but I still think the Matrix block is still meta. It makes him fucking Thanos. I think people are using him pretty well in ranked. I would say overall, I would give him a B. I think Hazard only got stronger this patch. His perks are even better. I think his block is still just as good. He finds a lot of value. I would still say A tier. But what do we think? Is he better than D.va? I think D.va's stronger overall. I think it's close, but below. Junkrat Queen, chat. I don't think Queen's bad. I still don't think she's better than A tier. I would still put her in B. What do we think? I don't know if she's worse than Doomfist to be C tier, though. I think do you think Queen or Doomfist is better overall? I think Doom might be better. I think Queen might just be easier, so people get value on Queen. I think Doom is just better. I think she's below Doom, personally. Mauga? What do we think, chat? I think Mauga's pretty bad. Not terrible. He's not terrible at all.
What should
honestly,
I do? Work my 9 to 5 or play Overwatch?
What you should do is stop interrupting me while I'm in the middle of something. Anyways, I don't think Mauga is that strong. Where would we? You think C? And chat, C is not a bad rating, honestly. Right now in Overwatch, we are in a state where a lot of these characters are super good. Like, I don't really think that any of these characters are terrible. I'm gonna say C. Orisa, where will we put Orisa? I think Orisa's not bad right now either. Some OWCS teams are playing Orisa, not many. I'd say B. I'd say above Queen. I think Orisa counters Queen super hard right now. We're seeing in OWCS NA when a team goes Queen, the other team goes Orisa. Better than Doom, chat? Yes or no? Orisa better than Doom? I don't think she's A. I think she's high B. I actually, in my opinion... Hold on, let me think, chat. Hold on. I think she's better than Doomfist. Okay, Ramattra. You know, at first when I saw the Ramattra nerfs, I did think that Ramattra was going to be a lot better. I do think Ramattra might be poopy butt right now. Ram better than Queen. Is that a W or L take? I don't think Ram's that bad. I don't think Ram is that bad. But wait. We might have fucked up somewhere. Is Mauga or Ram better? I think Ram is better. More utility, better ult, better on more maps. You can play more ults with it, more comps with him. I think Ram might be better than Mauga. I'm gonna put him in C. And by the way, I want to mention, C does not mean these characters are dog shit. I just think we're in an era of Overwatch where a lot of these heroes are just pretty balanced or pretty strong. C tier does not mean he's dog shit. Now, D tier might mean they're dog shit. I think Reinhardt got nothing but nerfs for this patch. They removed the perk that allowed you to get passive healing when your shield was up faster. And I think that made him just a little bit weaker. Reinhardt is the exact example of power creep. Look at Hazard and Reinhardt. It looks like LeBron James compared to a Make-A-Wish kid in a wheelchair. Like, it's ridiculous to think about, really. It's sad. It's sad. Okay, you know what's funny is I actually think Roadhog gets a lot more value than Mauga right now. Where will we put Roadhog? I mean, Roadhog, we could talk about Roadhog for years, bro. Roadhog just has such a flawed fucking design that he's always going to be in a weird spot. It's weird to say because here's the thing, right? Is Ram and Mauga are technically better than Roadhog. Technically. But in this state of the game, I think Roadhog actually finds value because of how good D.va and Ball are. If you're getting rolled by a D.va and a Ball, you could go Roadhog in your game and get a lot of value. I'm going to put him in low B. And the reason I say that is because when we get the Ball, we'll figure it out. I mean, look at OWCS Korea. I know this tier list isn't really about the pro scene. It's in general, but the proof is in the pudding. It's a full dive meta. If you can't play dive heroes, then Roadhog is pretty solid at being a just rock in your team to stop the ball in the D.Va. Sigma, I think this might be one of the weakest states Sigma's ever been in, which is surprising because he's always pretty decent. You know, it's sad. I remember people were always saying like, wow, why is Sigma not being played in Circle Royale? It's just because Ramattra is just better. I think he's better than Mauga though. I'm really not big on Mauga right now. I'm not big on Mauga right now. I'm really not. You guys think B? I don't think Mauga plays well into ball at all. Do we think he's worse or better than Ramattra? I'm not really considering what counters the meta. I'm just considering if it's intensively countering the meta. Do we think Sigma's better than Roadhog? I just don't know what you do as Sigma into D.Va Hazard. That's the problem. I don't know how you play Sigma into D.Va Hazard and ball. You can't. You get touched. I think I'll put him in high C. But then again, I think Ramattra might be better than him. With how bad Ramattra is, I think he still might be better. I'm putting him right here. I don't think Ram's that strong, but I think he is better into D.Va Hazard and ball because he is a trap. Now, Winston, I think Winston's in a decent spot right now. I do think he's weak, though, because of D.Va and Hazard. I think that he does get, like, the same buffs that Wu Yan gave ball and D.Va. I think he might be the highest in B. What do we think? Winston doesn't fit into the jumpy meta. And chat, and this is why you guys have to buy VOD reviews. I think Winston is pretty strong. I think he's worse than D.Va and Hazard and ball, though. I'm going to say high B. And the proof is in everything that we've seen so far in the meta and even in ranked and low elo, high elo, in OWCS Korea, OWCS NAEU. Ball right now is just insane right now. And I do think this is the Wu Yang Kiri factor. Because Wu Yang and Kiri are so good together, that means you don't have speed boost. So the characters that don't need speed boost are being buffed right now. So Ball, D.Va, Hazard, Tracer, Genji, all super strong right now because neither of them need speed boost. And you know, chat, I think it's interchangeable here. This is really opinionated. Some people could say D.Va's better than Ball. I think in some ways that might be true. And you know what, chat? I'm actually considering putting D.Va in S tier. What do we think? What do we think? Is that a bad take? Are we mad about that? I mean, chat, we're seeing it across the ranked ladder. D.Va is just so consistent. If you don't have a ball player on your team, you play Hazard. If you don't have a Hazard player, you play D.Va. Now, Zarya is probably the strongest standard tank right now. Zarya is the strongest non-dive tank, and I think she's below Hazard. What do we think about that, chat? I think originally when I made my perk video, I actually called the minor perk where you get 3 charge on your right click terrible, because I thought that the parkour perk would be much stronger. What I didn't take into account was that the perk keeps your charge. So I think that's really helping Zarya's. Go watch SSG's matches. We're seeing Hawk fucking dominate D.Va. Hawk is dominating Ball and dominating Hazard. I don't think it necessarily means that it's a better hero, but I think it's an option. Genji's very strong right now. So bubbling Genji is strong. You're playing pretty, you know, Wu Yang Kiri backline, so you can bubble your backline if they get dove by D.Va and Ball. Zarya overall is pretty solid right now. I think she's pretty good. I think she does make D.Va really hard to play, but then you just go Ball or Hazard. And you might say, well, if Zarya makes D.Va harder to play, doesn't that make Zarya better? No, because D.Va is better into more comps and with more comps than Zarya is. I feel like this, so far, I feel like this is solid. I think this B and C tier will have a lot of opinions in the YouTube chat, in the YouTube comments. And I'm not mad about that. I want discussion to be taking place. What did I just do? Where do we think Ashe lies? I think she's pretty weak right now, overall. I just think there's better options. You know, I'm glad we did tanks first, because I feel like tanks normally dictate what DPS is strong and what's not strong. So I feel like it's good that we did this. Let me think. Hold on. Yeah, I think C. I think it's just rough. I think it's just really map dependent. I don't think she's bad. I think her new perk is very fun. The dynamite perk is good. I think it's enjoyable to use. It gives her some good playability. I'm not mad about it. I like it. It's fun to use, but I think she's still bad. We'll put her between Ramattra and Mauga right there. I feel happy with that. Bastion. Now hear me out, chat. I think Bastion's good right now. We've seen a little bit of Bastion in OWCS. Not much. Maybe like twice, I think. I think his new perk makes him incredibly strong. A lot more kill potential with the balls. I think he's good into D.va. I think he's good into Haz. I think he's good into Zarya. I think he's good into ball. Not the best character, but he's good. He might be at the top of B, chat. What do we think? D, you think Bastion is the same tier as Rein? Man, you don't know what you're talking about. Below Winston? I'm not mad about that take. I'm not mad about that take. I think he's better than all of these heroes right now. Genuinely. I think he's better than all of these heroes. Now, Cassidy. Now, here's my take on this season. I think people are overrating his nerf. I still think he's very strong, if not stronger than Sojourn. 250 HP is still a lot of HP. His role... His role is giving it gives him survivability. His high noon is strong. He still has double stun, right click. I think he's still good. I think if you see in EU, Alcazia and Twisted Minds are still playing Cassidy, and you might say, well, yeah, those are some of the best Cassidy. That's why they're playing it. I don't care. I still think he's strong. I think Dive is the strongest characters right now, 100%. But if you're going to play hit scan, Cassidy or Sojourn are your only answers, and I think Cassidy is still good. I'm putting him right here. I think bottom of A. I don't think he's bad. That might be a take. You might think he sucks. You're going to say that Cassidy and Genji or Tracer and Genji are much better. And I do agree with you. Tracer and Genji are much better. But if you are not a flanker player and you do not play flankers, then yes, Bastion is good. Are you guys bro, because you guys don't play Bastion or you watch like funny meme videos where Bastion's bad, you think Bastion's bad. Bastion is not bad. Go Bastion in your game. Go Bastion. And you'll see what happens, bro. Go Bastion in your game and you'll see. The characters in C are not that bad. These characters are not bad. I want to remind you guys. This is everything tier list in general. I want to remind you guys that a lot of the characters are very close together nowadays. Like, this is not like 2016 where Zarya was 1,000 times better than every character or something. I think Overwatch is in a very balanced state. Echo, I think Echo did get some buffs. I still think she's very weak, though. I just think she gets outpaced in general. I think she's in B tier for me. No, I mean, you would think Echo's better with dive meta, but she's just not survivable enough. Tracer has more survivability. Genji has more survivability. Even Sombra. I mean, no one's playing Echo right now. Nobody. I think also with D.va being strong, Echo's weak. She doesn't do anything to Ball. She doesn't do anything to Echo. What Cassidy gives you is the survivability and the potential to fight off the flankers. I think Cassidy can win the Tracer duel. Echo does not win the Tracer duel. Yeah, exactly, -1 times. 6 damage Tracer just owns her. But I don't think she's terrible. You know, I feel confident putting her right here. I think she's better than Hog and Junker Queen, but I think that she actually does get you know, chat, you might say that no way Bastion's better than Echo. I'm telling you, dude. Go in your game and play Bastion. And have well-timed Bastion forums, you'll see how much value he gets. I'm not saying he's the greatest character in the game, but surprisingly, Bastion is getting value right now. I'm telling you, he is. Now, Genji is probably our first A tier, if not S tier. I'm going to put him A tier because I do think there's other DPS that are better. I think these are all interchangeable, by the way. I think Genji, Hazard, and Zarya are both pretty similar, but I think he's at the highest of A. I think he's very strong. I think he pairs perfectly well with the meta. He's good with D.va. I mean, look at these characters that are meta right now. Ball, D.va, Hazard, Zarya. He is good with all 4 of them. You can dive with Ball, dive with D.va, dive with Hazard. If you're playing on King's Row, you just get all of the bubbles. You dive in the bubbles. He's just a good character right now. His new perk, the melee, gives you your dash back faster. Super consistent. Wu Yang ult on Genji is good. He plays well with Kiri ult. He's just all around a good hero right now in this meta. He is just good. I think he is at the highest of A, chat. What do we think? W or L? I think that's a good take. Hanzo, I have A tier. I have A tier. So right now, a lot of people in NA and EU and maybe not much Korea, they are thinking that because Sojourn is not that good right now and Cassidy are not that good right now, Hanzo is replacing them. GK is playing Hanzo instead of Hitscan. I think Falcon tried to have merit on Hanzo a little bit. I think SSG probably tried to put Seeker on Hanzo. I think the idea for NA teams right now is that Hanzo is replacing like Sojourn and maybe like Cassidy. So I think he's up there. I think I'd put him right above Cassidy. And I feel confident with this. And I know what you might think. Apply, you've been saying like what about all of these? You've been saying that these characters are good because of dive, but isn't Hanzo bad because of dive too? But you need to remember, chat, that not every player in this game are dive players. They're not. They're not dive players. So Hanzo is for players who don't want to play dive. You can still play Hanzo and get value. You have to have great positioning. You have to have good aim. But it's just the fact of the matter is he's getting value right now. He does good damage to Hazard, Zarya, Ball. I mean, maybe not Ball, but D.va he does. And I think Genji's much better than him. You know, maybe not A tier. You know, I'm going to move Cass down to B. And I'm putting Hanzo down to B2. There we go. I'm doing that. I don't think Cass is A tier. Because if I put Cass in A tier, I'm saying that Cass is similarly tiered to Genji, and he's not. He's not. He's not. Genji is miles better than Cassidy right now. And if I put him in A, that means he's close, and he's not. I'm happy with that. I think Cass might even be better than Winston. And I think Hanzo and Cass are interchangeable right now, depending on what you like. I think Junkrat's terrible. I hate Junkrat. Not a big fan of Junkrat. Never cared about Junkrat. If you play Junkrat, then you're stupid. I guess I'll put him in front of Reinhardt. Now, Mei. I don't think Mei's bad, but I don't think Mei's good either. I think probably high C. What do we think, chat? This is not her meta. Is she better than Ashe, though? She might be. I'll put her right here. Below Mei. Below Ashe. She got the new jump perk and the new ult perk, which actually didn't really affect anything at all. Now, Pharah, some teams are playing Pharah in OWCS because it's double flanker meta, Genji Tracer. If Genji or Tracer is banned, they are playing Pharah sometimes. Pharah is definitely stronger than Echo right now. I think people are playing her because she's just good into ball, Genji Tracer, if they don't have a hit scan. Of course, hit scan is slowly falling out of meta, which makes Pharah a little bit stronger. It also makes Echo a little bit stronger, but I think Pharah overall is better. You know, whenever I do these tier lists, I feel like, yeah, a lot of the times the B and C tier is pretty stacked, but I think the balancing of Overwatch is not bad right now. I think the characters are pretty similarly listed. I think she's better than Echo and better than Pharah. And I'm going to say better than Bastion as well. I'm happy with this tier list. I'm happy with this tier list so far. I just think she's getting value right now. It depends. It's map dependent for sure. But I don't think she's bad. Now, Reaper is getting a lot of value in OWCS right now. I think he's A tier, but I'm not gonna put him A tier actually. I don't want to. I think he's at the top of B. And I'm gonna say it. I think the reason that Reaper is being played a lot in NA and EU is because our players can't fucking play flankers. We have so many hit scan players that are extremely unflexible, which means they can't play Genji, Tracer, Sombra, or Venture, so they go Reaper. Reaper is a cop-out answer right now because hit scan players can't play flankers. So teams are playing Reaper. I don't think Reaper is good into ball. I don't think Reaper is good into D.va. I think Reaper is good into Winston. I think Korea's been playing him a little bit, but it's always the hit scan players. If you can play flex DPS, I think Reaper is not that good. I think he's at, maybe, you know what? Maybe he's the lowest of A. I'll give him lowest of A. There we go. I really do think that people are over-exaggerating the hit scan nerfs, by the way. I'm serious. I still think Sojourn is super good. I'm gonna put it right here. I think these three are interchangeable. I don't think Sojourn's bad at all still. I think she's still good. She's still strong. Great ult. Consistent damage. Just a little bit squishier. So she struggles against Ball and D.va. Her new slow perk is okay. The 50 charge on slide, by the way, is the worst perk in the game. I don't know why they added that. If you get that perk, you're an idiot. Yeah. Now, call me crazy. I think Soldier is great right now. Not A or S. I think he's better than Cassidy, though. On some maps, Soldier is getting so much value. I think he's better than Sojourn. I really do think so. The new stim perk has been buffed. It's giving you healing. It's giving you damage. It's giving you fire rate. It's just better than Healing Station, I think. It used to be terrible. He has good rotations. Some teams are playing him in OWCS. Not many teams. I think he's better than Cass, but not better than Hanzo. Sombra. I still think Sombra's terrible. I fucking hate Sombra. I've always been a Sombra hater. I hate her character. I hate how she plays. I think she's just a dog shit tracer. But I think she's getting a lot of value right now because of Ball. A lot of teams are playing her because it's Genji Tracer meta. If Genji or Tracer is banned, they play Sombra. But I think overall, I still think Sombra's not good. But like I said, the tanks normally do dictate the meta. So if Ball, D.va, Hazard are meta, that means Sombra is not that bad. I think the majority of players don't play Sombra well, so it's hard to tell how good she is. Where would you put Sombra, chat? No, bro, she is not, bro, below Mauga. She is not worse than Mauga, Mei, Ram, Ashe. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Lock in, bro. Come on. I don't think she's better than a lot of the people in B, but I just think she gets indirect value because of the meta. So, you know, I'll put her like above Pharah. I'm not a big fan of her. And I know you can say like, well, apply. You've been saying that OWCS is playing these characters and that's why they're so good. So shouldn't she also be up there because of how good, how much she's being played? But remember, this is an opinionated tier list and I don't care about you guys. I still don't think Sombra's that good. I think she is the worst of the flankers. I actually think Venture is better than her. Symmetra, I don't think Symmetra is that bad still. Now, if we're talking OWCS, I think she's A tier, but I think I'm trying to do an overall tier list with some OWCS consideration. I think Symmetra is high C tier. If we're talking about full team play, I still think she's very strong. No, I'll put her at bottom of B. The bottom of B. In front of Orisa. I feel confident in this. Sim is still strong. She still has the strongest DPS ult in the game. Sim is always going to be a hard character. She's like Widow, where, I mean, it just depends. Like, she's super strong in team play, but in rank, she's terrible right now. Torbjörn, I think, doesn't get much value. I mean, he can stay in here. I just don't think he's that good. Tracer's our first S tier. I think these are all interchangeable. I think she's better than... She can be better. I mean, Tracer's Tracer, bro. She's... I think Genji could also be S tier, but I still think Tracer is better than Genji. I mean, she gets the same value that everyone else does. Ball, D.va meta, she's the best Wu Yang target for ult. Her pulse bomb's consistent. Her damage is consistent. If you want to get the melee reload perk, you can. If not, you don't have to. She has 8 blinks to follow up on dive. She can run. She's good into Genji. She's good into ball. She's good into ball. She's good into D.va. She's good into Genji. She's good into Hazard. She's good into Zarya. She's good into Hazard. Not only is she good into them, she's good with them. She's just perfect in the meta right now. She's good with the characters. She's good against the characters. It's just, she's just a good character right now, bro. Yeah, I think she could. I think she could be S tier. I think she could be the highest. I'll put her in highest. I'm not mad about that at all. I'm not mad about that at all. Venture, I don't think is bad at all. I think Venture is at the highest at B. I think Reaper could be. I think she could, or they could be better than Reaper. I think they pair well with Venture, or Zarya pairs well with Venture. Ball pairs well with Venture. Venture B? Which you need to remember that B is not bad. Why are you saying Venture B like that's bad? Right now, you play Tracer and Genji and Reaper over Venture, meaning she is lower tier. I don't understand. But what are you guys confused about this concept? Yeah, Venture feels very strong. I agree. But you play Tracer, Genji, and Reaper over them. So what does that mean? Venture is better than Hazard within Genji. No, I don't think Genji is better. Everybody else does. I agree with that, Gothberg. That's the reason I don't want to put Venture in A tier. Is because Venture is not good into a lot of comps. While, like I explained, Tracer can play into every comp. I think Venture is very good. I don't think Venture's bad. You guys can hate on me for this, but this is the point of a tier list. Why would I put Venture in a spot I don't think they are, man? I think Genji and Tracer are better. I think, you know what? I'm putting Reaper down. I think this is fine. I think Venture and Reaper are much better than these characters, but I think they're still B tier. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's how I feel, bro. These characters are stronger right now. Widow can always have her own tier. Widow is an RNG character. You live or die by the crosshair. You hit shots, she's good. You miss shots, she's bad. I really don't care to even rank Widow. I really don't care. Throughout 2016 to 2025, Widow has never fucking mattered. She's good, she's bad. It doesn't matter. People will play her in rank. People will play her in pro play. It is what it is. I'm not even going to rank her. Now, I'm actually literally not even going to rank Widow. Let's rank Freja. Teams are playing Freja a lot. I still think she's an answer to people not playing hit scan. I want to put them right here. Freja is playing a lot in Korea, yeah. Overall, I do think Sojourn and Hanzo get more value, but I don't think she's bad. See, this is the problem, chat, is you guys think I'm calling Freja bad. I'm not. These characters are super close together. Like, chat, this tier is not bad. B is not bad. You want everybody to be S tier. Freja is not at the bottom of A. You are crazy. You are crazy. No fucking way. 225 HP. She gets eaten alive by Tracer Genji. Eaten alive. I'm happy with this. Cass, Freja, Soldier, Hanzo can all be interchangeable. If you want to interchange them, you can. That's up to you. Nah, I don't got Reaper in A tier. I don't care how much teams are playing him. I don't think he's that good. I think Reaper is being played a lot because teams can't play double flex. And that doesn't make him good. That makes him very viable because teams are bad. If a team can play Genji Tracer or a team can play Tracer Sombra or Venture, they would, but they can't. So they're playing Reaper. I don't think he's that good. I just think he's really strong because teams can only play him, because usually teams are formulated with a hit scan and flex DPS, and hit scans can't play flankers. It's the easiest flex DPS for hit scan to play. Okay, Ana, no way. I think Freja and Soldier are equally as good. I think Freja is like up here. And yes, I think Freja and Soldier are the same tier. I think so. Freja is not astronomically better than these characters. I don't think so. You guys play in bronze lobbies and you're like, what the fuck? The Freja she just two-shot me. Bro, I don't care. I don't think she's that good. I don't think she's that good. I don't think so. I think Ana is very hard to play right now, but I don't think she's bad. I think she pairs very well with a lot of the characters. She pairs well with Wu Yang. A lot of teams are playing Ana Wu Yang on certain maps. I think she's very if Kiri's banned, Ana's played. I don't think she's A. I want to put her at the highest to B. Yeah. Best support in B, I think. Below these two. Bap is just good. I mean, that's the thing is, chat, is like with these tier lists is you guys want me to have these crazy takes, but Overwatch is in a good state right now. Like a lot of the characters they're not bad. Like in back in the day, tier lists used to be 9 heroes in S tier and the rest in F, because there was hard metas back then in Overwatch 1. But Overwatch 2 did a good job where the characters are good. I want to put him up here too. I think he's very strong. I think he's probably right here. Bap is better than Ana, just worse with Wu Yang. No, Bap is not better than Ana because of the tank meta. Like I mentioned, tanks dictate the meta. They always have, they always will. Ball, D.Va, Hazard are the strongest tanks right now, which means Ana is not bad with them. Yeah. I think Ana's also weak in some ways because she's diveable. I think you're overrating Bap in a meta. I'm not overrating him. He's better than them. That doesn't mean I'm overrating him. He's just better. This is not, what do you want to put him in C tier? He's not bad. Lower in B. No. I think he's stronger than Freya, Soldier, Cass, Sojourn, Winston, Sombra. I think he's so strong. He has so much value. I think this B tier is very interchangeable based on opinions. That's fine. I think this is great. I think Brig is still good. Brig will always be good. I think she's just up there with everybody else. I mean, she pairs well with Ana. She pairs well with Bap. She pairs well with Wu Yang. She's being played a little bit, maybe a little bit lower actually. Yeah, maybe she's not that good, actually. I think Rally's still strong. I just think it depends. This meta is a little weird. I'm going to change some things around, by the way, when I'm done the tier list. I don't know where I would put Brig. I really don't. She's weird in this meta right now, where she's not bad at all. There's just other characters that are better. I'll put it right there. That's the problem with, that's a big problem with tier list in Overwatch right now, is that none of these characters are bad. If you pick any of these characters, you're not trolling the game. There's just better options. Brig is C, she's new. Dewey Laurie like high B. Yeah, I think you're bad at Overwatch probably. I think Laurie's probably the highest in C. I don't think she's bad at all. Not at all. I just think she doesn't fit well in the meta. And she gets outpaced by everything. She doesn't synergize well with Wu Yang, which is the strongest support right now. I think Juno is really bad right now. I think Juno is one of the worst supports right now for sure. She might even be F. I'm not big on Juno. I think her ult is so inconsistent. They made her so diveable. I mean, how the fuck do you play Juno into D.Va, Tracer, Genji? You can't even move anymore. You can't even move. Like, you just can't. I mean, she might be F tier, genuinely. She's just terrible. Kiriko's an S tier. Maybe even A tier. I think Kiriko's been S tier since her release. It's just thing is, you could say she's A or high B, but I just don't know. You can't tell me a comp where Kiri would be bad in. She's good into poke. She's good into brawl. She's good into dive. She's good. She is never bad. Never. At no point could you ever pick Kiriko and think, wow, that's not good. Never. She's never bad. At no point in life. Good ultimate. Good damage. Good healing. Good perks. Good cooldowns. She's just always, she is the flyers. Why is she bad at the flyers? Kiri can heal flyers well. Yes. Bad win rate across the board though. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not talking about win rates because I don't give a fuck about win rates. Not at all. Yeah, I think she's super. I mean, you know, chat, I've always said this. I think the Kiri community is lucky that for some reason the Overwatch community doesn't like Mercies, because I think all of our hatred should be towards Kiri and not Mercy. I'm gonna say it. I've said this forever. I think the Kiri community has been under the bridge hiding while all of our attention is on the Mercies, when we should hate the Kirikos, because their character, Kiriko, has been better than Mercy ever has. I don't care. Always. But the reason we don't hate Kiriko is because she's hard to play. I don't think Lifeweaver's bad. I don't think he's good, though. I'll put him in high C. I mean, he's fun. He gets value. Lifeweaver's F. Nah, bro. Lifeweaver's not bad, dude. Lifeweaver does not suck. You gotta play Lifeweaver, bro. Yeah, he sucks, but like he gets a lot of value though, dude. I don't know. In my games, maybe it's just because I think I remember my opinion is skewed because of high elo, but Lifeweaver can bring a lot of value. No, I mean he might not be this high. I think he's probably right there. Lucio's A tier for sure. I mean, Lucio will never be good. Maybe even low B. The highest in B. I mean, he plays well with everything. He's good with Genji, Tracer, Ball, D.va, Kiriko, Juno, Zarya, Hazard. Remember that the pairing of these characters really matter. The synergy really matters. Where would you guys put Lucio? I don't think he's S tier. I think A. I think A. I think there's an argument for Ana to be up there as well, which I don't think is a bad idea. I think I'll put Ana to the top of B. And I also think Hazard. By the way, chat, I want to remind you guys, I think these characters are very good. These top characters in B are not bad. These are very strong, very valuable characters. All these characters could be meta picks. I just think these are better. Remember, chat, it's a tier list, not a, well, these characters are good. I know they're good. I just don't think they're better than these. Every time I do a tier list, people are like, well, bro, Ana is so good. I know she's good. I just don't think she's better than these characters. I think Mercy's C tier, of course. I don't think... I mean, Mercy will always be one of these characters. Maybe like this. I don't know. These... I'm not really putting much thought into these characters. If I gotta be completely honest with you, chat. I'm not putting much thought into these characters. I mean, she'll always be good into random fucking characters that you play. Random rank, she'll be good. But overall, she yeah, with the hit scan being nerfed, she just doesn't get the value that she used to. I actually might put her at the bottom of D. I don't think Moira's that bad. I think I'll put her at the top of C. Some teams are playing Moira Lucio or Moira Kiri. If Wu Yang's banned, some teams are playing Kiri Moira. It's just another undivable target. Moira is not bad just because she's another undivable character. Moira is bad. Nah, I don't think so. I put someone in C tier, and you guys are like, I don't know. I think Moira sucks. Yeah, that's why I put her in C tier. You guys, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You guys do. I think you guys don't understand how tiers work. I actually don't think so. I know she is bad. I think she's better than these characters. And like I said, I didn't put much thought into the C and D tier list, like actually in order. I think Zen also sucks right now, but I'll put him on top in D. I think Wu Yang is our last S tier. I think he's OP as fuck. I think we're going to see a definite nerf from him. Wu Yang, Kiri are just super good. I don't really care. I can put these two here. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm happy with this tier list. I think some things could be changed. I think this meta is fun. I think Wu Yang enables dive very well with his poke and survivability and his ult and his wave. I think he's just super strong. I think these are very interchangeable, like the how good they are compared to each other. Zen is not in D. Yeah, you go play Zen into Tracer, Ball, Wu Yang, Kiri, and let me know how much fun you had. What the fuck are you talking about? I think I just think this is how it is. Dive is just super strong right now, but I still think other characters are very good. I want to say to the YouTube commenters that will watch this video, I know your initial instinct is to start typing, apply, you are a fucking idiot. In my games, this happens. I understand that. You need to understand that in the grand scheme of things, a lot of the things that you experience are not reality.